Good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome back to the vlog. Let's see. We've already been up for quite some time. We've hit the gym. We've been working. Now it is time for our first meal. So today's weather is cold and rainy. Thank God I was able to enjoy over the weekend those 2 days of sunshine. But yep, it's back to the rain, the cold, the gray, all that yucky stuff. But let's, go ahead and do our first meal. Let's see. It's going to be a kind of a weird meal, but I've been eating this like the whole weekend, kind of, the soup part of it, and it's really good. I really enjoy it. So let's get going. So right here, I have some bone broth, chicken bone broth. I put in some spices, some Asian spices, and I'm going to cut up some greens into it. This right here is dark leafy protein greens, and this one right here is our power greens, super power greens. So let's go with a bunch, and what we're going to do is microwave it, and it's really, really good. I love it. So I'm just going to kind of cut it up a little bit and try not to make a mess. While I do that, oh boy, yeah, I'm making a mess. Okay, and get some of these. And like I said, this is so freaking good. It feels good, especially now that it's back to being really just yucky cold. So cut these up into more manageable bites here, bite size here. All right, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and microwave this so it can wilt, and we're going to go on with the rest of our breakfast. All right, so there we have it. I'm just going to call it our little green soup and our breakfast sandwich. So this is meal number 1. I need to get back to work, and I will be checking in a little later. I hope your morning is going well. All right, time for the second meal of the day, and here it is. So what it is some of my vegetables. Way back I used to cook these mixed vegetables all the time. I think I was cooking it like for maybe 3 or 4 months straight. This is my vegetable mix. So I have my vegetable mix here. We have some in this bowl. We also have some of those little, I think they're called like little smoky sausages. And I cut up like 2 ribs and put in here, and that's it. So I'm going to eat this, and I need to get back to work. So I will be checking in a little bit later, and it looks like the sun is coming out. Yeah, the sun is out, and it's a little chilly, but at least the sun is out. So, like I said, I will check back with you guys, I think with my final meal. See you then. All right, I am back, and it is time for final meal. So I've been trying to keep all my final meals a little bit light, nothing really super heavy. What time is it? 5:40. So it was a long work day. That's just going to put it that way. But so I'm going to have a sandwich, and it's going to be kind of a plain Jane sandwich. It's going to be Applegate. Let me see. Slow cooked ham. And I'm using one of the buns from the Carb Master bun. And that's what I'm going to be calling my final meal. I still have a little bit of water I need to suck down. We got our workout in. Today was good. It was long, but it was good. So yeah, and I have time. I can watch one show. Oh my God. Netflix. The Umbrella Academy. I'm hooked. I'm so hooked on it. And once the season ends, because I think I'm on season 3, there's a season 4. I might end up crying after season 4. I I normally don't get into shows like that, but something about this one, I mean, with all the craziness in it, it's really, really good. I recommend it. The Umbrella Academy. Did I say Umbrella Club? It's Umbrella Academy. So check it out. I am more than sure you will love it. Okay, now with that said, I am going to wrap this up. I'm eating my sandwich, finishing up my water, watch my show, and guess what? We pick this up again tomorrow. So yeah, closing out. See you in the morning. Well, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to the vlog. So we're getting ready for work and I've already been on my computer, but we're going to head out to our remote office, not the main office. And what I'm taking with me, I put everything in this little cup here so I can reuse it and just get rid of it. So you're not going to be able to see everything, but I have a breakfast sandwich, of course, sitting right on top. At the bottom, it is actually some of this cauliflower rice in my vegetable mix. So this is what I'm taking with me, and it would be my first meal of the day. Yeah, that's about it. The weather is going to be rainy, overcast, chilly. If the sun comes out, I will try to get a photo op of it because it is very rare to see that during this time of the year. But we're going to get going. Let's see. I think at this office I already have some coffee, so if I want coffee, I can have some coffee. Yeah, I'm not going to ramble, but let's get out of here. All right, I made it back home, and it is time for my next meal. Okay, this looks really weird and crazy, but it's my vegetable mix. I have some of the Costco chicken breast. You know how they have the Costco chickens, but they also have in a little bag the chicken breast meat only by itself. So I have some of that in here, the chicken breast meat. And I poured a little bit of the Primal Kitchen cilantro lime dressing over it. This is so freaking delicious. So freaking delicious. So I'm going to enjoy this. And because we're running low on meat, I took some pork chops out and I have it marinating. And we're going to cook up some pork chops a little bit later on today. So I will see you later for the cooking of the pork chops. So I am back and it is pork chop time. So let's get started with the pork chops, okay? I'm going to turn you guys around. All right, so here are the pork chops. They've been marinating in a sesame ginger marinade for about an hour or two or so, whatever. They're very thick. So these bad boys are super thick. Now what we're going to do, let me get the pan closer, is we're going to put them in the oven. I was going to use the air fryer. I didn't feel like digging my air fryer out. Put this right like that. And like that. So let me get this out of the way. So they're here in the pan. What I'm going to do is put them in the oven at about 400 degrees. We're going to start off with about 26 minutes. Then we'll check it for doneness. I don't want it overdone where it's dry, but I don't want it to be undercooked either. So let's just get these in the oven and we will return once they're done. Okay, here we are and our pork chops are perfect. I put the meat thermometer in it. It's cooked perfectly. So we will have at least pork chops for the rest of the week. Well, not for the rest of the week, but these are so big. Each one is probably like 2 meals or something. So with that being said, that's taken care of. Now we're going to go to my last meal of the day, which I like to keep kind of light. So we're just going to do a yogurt bowl, okay? It's going to be a vanilla yogurt. I'm going to mix 2 different kinds of yogurts. And, well, why don't I just show you? We just do it together. So, let's get started. All right, we have our yogurt. We have some of the Carb Master, and we have the Cocoyo. And y'all remember what I said about the Cocoyo? It's about the purest yogurt you're going to be able to find. Period. Point blank. So let's get to it. Let me see. I think this has one of those little, and I probably should have did this before. I have it already ready. Okay. Let's get this open. Okay. Yep. Did you hear that? Yep. Lots of probiotics in this. A ton. It's even bubbling. I don't know. Okay. Yep. So here we go. Probably need to stir this up a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to use some of this yogurt because it's the healthiest yogurt. And then we're going to use what I would call the fun yogurt. Some of the fun yogurt. Okay. Get this kind of stirred around. And I'm going to put a little there. Okay. And some cinnamon. And that's it. This is it for me. So this is my final meal for the day. I've gotten all my water in. It's been a pretty good day. I got my walk in. I did, how many steps did I do? Hold on. I did, as of right now, I am at 26,872. So that's probably as good as it's going to get for me. And I'm going to close it out. So thank you so much for joining me. And of course, we're going to pick this up tomorrow. You know, tomorrow is our very early day at the main office. So more than likely, I will see you guys in my little cubicle. Well, good morning. Welcome back to the vlog. It is a Wednesday. I'm here in the cubicle. We're at work. We're about maybe 10 minutes late. This morning was very interesting. So I'm driving into work and I'm almost at work. And there was a road closure. I have a detour. And wouldn't you know it, where I was at, the detour, the bridge was up for the boats to go through. And that took about an extra 10 minutes. And traffic was just a line. It was just crazy this morning. And it's, like I say, 5 something in the morning. Not even 5:30 yet. So, but we're here and it's okay. Well, at least while I was sitting there in the traffic, I had time to kind of think about a lot of things, and I realized I was starting to lose my focus. I think when things get, I'm not going to say really hard, but difficult, and it's like so many things are coming at you all at once, I tend to kind of find like this safe space for myself. And when I do that, sometimes I tend to lose focus because I start putting focus and energy on something else. So Yeah, I'm back to my priorities, right? Right now, for right now, I'm just going to focus back on my priorities, get back to where that place, even though it's a difficult place and it's a hard place, but sometimes you have to work through those difficult and hard things. So what do I have? Hopefully you can see it. Breakfast sandwich, the rest of my mixed vegetables, which is not a lot at all. Let me turn it this way. And I did get a piece. Remember we cooked yesterday our really thick pork chops? I snuck a little bitty piece so we can have a taste test. Um, let's see here, because um, this is so good. Like I said, it was just Asian sesame that I marinated it in. Really good flavors, really tender. So that's gonna be a really good pork chop. But I also brought with me some water. It's Celsius water, and I'm gonna be drinking regular water and maybe get some coffee. So that's it. That's all I got. So I will be checking in a little later. I may not be able to show myself eating, but at least you know exactly what I have with me for today. See you guys later. So I am back home and it's time for our first meal, and I'm running a little bit behind with the not first meal, second meal, sorry. It is 2:30, so I'm just now getting around to eating. But before I eat, if you remember this morning, I was talking about my commute in, and the road was blocked from my normal way I would go in. So come to find out, after I started reading my email, and I always get the news sent to my email, there was a horrible accident. Two people were killed. So that's why it was shut down. Like, oh, now I feel a little bit guilty because I was a little angry. Like, oh my God, this is the way I normally go. I don't want to go the other route. It's always a mess. So, yeah, I feel really bad now. Two people were, killed, and that's why it was blocked off. Um, Second meal of the day. So, my second meal is some of that delicious pork chop. I cut it up, and I did some of the Normandy blend vegetables, and I put a little bit of sesame oil over it, and that's my meal for right now. I'm going to eat that and get right back to work. All right, we are going to wrap up this video, and I was going to show dinner, but I don't want this video to get too long. My dinner will be the same as yesterday, a yogurt bowl. So, with that being said, I want to thank you all for joining me. And I hope you found this inspirational, or at least found some ideas of some of the things you can cook. So, until next time, have a wonderful, wonderful day.